To be fair,
hours you can fuck right off.
to be fair, there's no absolute way we could do this while we were open.
I'm just kidding, Tim. I know that
I
you
know,
actually
but I
have
agree
a
with
deli,
you.
like
I 100% agree with you.
I tell
You
those
mean you
guys
couldn't just like walk around holding a laptop playing D&D while you work? That's crazy.
literally.
will.
I tell every subcontractor to fuck off every time I see them. So, but that's a state guy thing, you know. It's an ability that I have as a state guy. I feel like, you know what, you're not supposed to be here. Just go, leave. I don't care. All right. Let's see here. So wait, why? Nope, wrong one. Hitting too many buttons. There we go. All right, sweet. So, output is good.
Output is sexy.
Input's good. You see the screens? Yeah, they look nice. Good job, dude. It's way better than just like, you know, your aerial with the black outline like the DM has. You know, saying. Previously on Sin of Shadows, Alistair, Cole, and Crass went on a shopping spree. Buying some new robes, and Cole, what else did you get? You got a couple.
I bought some. I still have to pick up something, I think, or maybe I did pick it up. I can't remember.
I mean,
pauldrons.
Yep.
And there was something else. New clothes.
New clothes. Yes.
Which I don't think I've picked up yet.
No, and you paid for them though, right?
I did. I paid for them. I'm technically illusionarily wearing them anyways, but...
Mm-hmm. I think we're good. Grass got some new robes. Carver met up with you guys and led you to the Thieves Guild. And she found out some information about some a job that just keep it low, you know. Don't spend the money right now. The heat is on. They captured Benny, you know. One of the guys is in custody, and the boss is kind of just warning you. And he also said, you know, I got this guy over here that's crowding up space. Maybe you could use him, or at least get him out of my building. And you guys went over and met Diaries. And what were you gonna do? Where'd you leave off? Were you heading back to the Knight and the Lad, or did you guys have like a rally point that you wanted to meet up with Taruk?
I think the plan was just to meet up with Taruk wherever he was. That being said, if we didn't know where he was, we would probably just head back to the Knight and the Lad.
Okay.
Because that was our last known rendezvous with him.
Perfect. So, Taruk, as the party woke up and laid their plans out there, you had no shopping to do and wanted to do a little recon of your own. Casting. How's your casting go for your?
We said that it was like a bunch of like clicking that I'd learned from someone who did portals back on the airplane.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you said it happened.
Okay. It's just kind of like that disturbance in your visual, right? Like
Right.
That's the ethereal portal. You step through. As it closes behind you, you almost instinctually want to hold your breath. But then you take a deep breath and you can breathe. It is all matters of grays and whites. whites and blacks. There are some colors, but it is like few and far between. It's more like winter day in the New England area where the gray is above you and it's dim. And the smell and the taste of black licorice just lingers faintly. The terrain ahead of you is almost laid out exactly as the terrain that at Neverwinter on the material plane. The only difference is there are no fucking buildings, and there are a lot of those crooked kind of like an apple tree that only sprouts off like 10 apples every year, and they're gnarly and twisted. Not a lot of life, but what was it? Yeah. You don't see anything else happening in this vicinity of your entrance. What would you like to do while you are doing your ethereal stuff, sir?
So, imagine that he steps through and he's like, so he's a bird, obviously. He got that like twigging his head around, sort of like stop go. Of course, he's gonna talk to himself because he's all by himself. He's like, this is weird. Like, is there like even like a foundation line of where the houses were, or is it just there's just no buildings?
It's more like this is probably what it looked like before civilization.
Okay.
I would say there's probably a few beaten paths, but it's more like a blight forest. But it's not a blight forest. This is just literally, in an area parallel to the material plane that is there. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. So I'm assuming he's recognizing the lay of the terrain parallels the city.
Yeah.
Minus the buildings.
Yeah, well, I mean, so as you take in your surroundings, you do like a 360, fly up to the top of the tree, of the highest tree that you can see, and the setting for your compass is the chasm. Because as you get up and you spin around, you know where the chasm is, and that is like ever present here.
Right.
You turn around and like as you look at it, these voices just start ringing towards your ears. You're like, no, and you get your compass that way.
Is there anything that is like making those voices, or are they just echoing about?
Make a perception check.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a lot of these, so get your dice ready.
I rolled a 1.
Next 10 minutes. What?
It was a 1.
Yeah, I mean, the shades make it hard to pick out anything. Feathers start to, rough up. Like the hair on your arms.
So yeah. So like the whole parrot like bird thing when they get all poofed up.
And you're sitting on top of this tree. That's when you hear. And out from the chasm, like flowing just below the branches of the trees, shoot up two of these giant. They look like giant bats, but ethereal with like just that smoke around them. Shoot up and spread and start flying down like probably for if the chasm's to your back, which is the chasm is like southeast. That's from where you are. They like shoot up and just curl around like the north, not recognizing you at all. Just
if they came this way, I would like back up to like the actual tree and put my cloak around. Because then I'd look like bark.
Yeah. They fly around.
Well, shoot. I don't want that. I'm gonna look around and see if I see any other, like, structures. He wants to see if there's, like, structures. Perception. That's a 14.
14? Are you flying or are you walking?
I will 25 feet off the ground fly.
Okay.
Cover more ground that way.
You do see buildings, but it's not like a city. It's more like leading into a town where you start to see one couple over here, over here. You do, if you continue flying far enough north, you start to see humanoids on the ground, just walking. But
I want
to
see what those are without getting too close.
They're not like humans. It's a form. It's a soul. Yeah.
Are they partially see-through, or is it?
Everything kind of is, but I want you to think of it more of if you want it to be physical, it can be physical. If you want to land on a tree here, you can land on a tree. If you want to go in a house, you can go in a house. But for the visage, for the visual, it totally looks see-through. Everything looks see-through. And as you fly into this little cul-de-sac, outside of the villages, a couple houses, and see like probably 5 or 6 people, get a little shiver and like a whiff of black licorice. And you look over to one of the houses, and just outside the house from your visual, you can see, like you've seen before when you have chased death, a grim reaper approaching a house. Does not pay any attention to you. You're just flying around, but it's going for someone in that house.
Can I go and look through a window? Or is it see-through? I can actually see what it's doing.
No, I mean it's not like X-ray vision.
Yeah.
It's I want it to be like when Frodo put on the ring.
Right.
You know, that kind of that's kind of what's going on, but there is color when you find it.
Okay. He's gonna go towards where he knows like the coast is of the city, so he's gonna try and go that way to see if he can see anything.
You fly around like the west side to go to the south and like find like a back way in. There is nothing. No windows, no doors. And same when you like flew up the side on the west side, no windows, no doors. on the north side. Yeah, north side, the coast side.
I'm gonna let that be and move on to looking around the town still.
As you fly back around, you hear a faint. There's a scream of an older lady. Shouts out. Make another perception check. You fly deeper.
Oh, that's a good one. 17.
17. Okay. You fly up along this river. And on the material plane, it's the Neverwinter River that runs straight through. But this, you can see like souls swimming like dolphins in the river towards the Sea of Swords as you push on further west. There's a bit of faint blue light north. And if you climb in elevation, you know, the more you get to see, but the ability to breathe becomes harder, you know.
Okay.
What's your insight, your passive?
Well, they're pretty high. Well, the insight is 13.
Okay.
Passive investigation and perception are really high though.
Word. So you fly up, you can see off, like way off, this beacon. Were you in the room when the other ones?
When he came and stole the beacon, I was there, and then he jumped out and poofed.
All right. Yeah, so I would say, but it's not in the city.
It's beyond.
It's definitely beyond. You know, how far is hard for you because you're not really from the material plane, so your judgment of the map, like as far as quick calculations, aren't as good as if you had a map and sit down, you could probably figure it out. But yeah, it's far away. I would say it's far enough away where you feel like you couldn't scout it with this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like I would have to go back, travel, try again somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With whatever time he's got left, because it only lasts for 8 hours, I'm assuming this is taking a lot of time going around. He's gonna just see if there's anything else about the town that he's been to before, to see if just curiosity, investigating, learning.
Gotcha. You want to know the biggest thing that you pick up throughout this day is throughout this 8 hours is, you know, when you get hungry, you pull, you know, some seeds out of your bag, you snack on them, you know, some small bits of fruits or whatever. And, you know, throughout the day, you're snacking on this, and like you fly down. No one's eating anything. There's no food. Like, you know, when you curve around a little part of the village that has like and it looks like a market, you know, but there's no food. No one's slinging food. No one's eating food. There's no food trucks or diners. You know, no fish and chips anywhere. Nothing. You think to yourself, You look down, you've eaten through almost a day of rations. So mark a day of rations off of your backpack or your equipment list. Now, it also the other thing that I want you to know is like as you like circle around and really spend the time investigating this small little, you know, cul-de-sac family, you know, it's not it's not like five or six, it's a dozen, you know, it's more like a district, but not a district like you have been introduced to on the material plane with big cities and towers and everything. These are more like what you would expect from like you know the not so good towns, the poorer folk. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you get close like once, you know, no one pays much. It's not like undead, you know. They they're friendly. They'll look at you. If you try to approach them, they'll have a conversation. They aren't necessarily enemies or anything. They're just lost souls.
Do
And
they seem confused about where they are or what's about them, but they're just kind of talking?
I would say there are probably some that that do. There are others that have accepted this. Wait, I mean, you're a wise character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. There are some that that seem more adept to this, like comfortable, almost like they're living, and it's a mind fuck at first because there are colors, but it's still time bendy and wavy and footing is like, yeah, do I step? Oh, okay, that's where it is. You know, like it's still a bit freaky, but there are definitely people that are comfortable with it, and you can pick out people that are like bug-eyed. What just happened? You know, like where the fuck am I? There's always gonna be those. So
Okay. Um, he's gonna go find a familiar piece of land that he knows, or a tree, or whatever is like he's known in the physical plane,
mm-hmm.
and he's gonna try and snap out.
Okay. The base of the Moonstone Mask. That
Mhm.
portal, that mirror that they shot up through, there was several trees there that were definitely identifiable because they were planted there by them.
Okay.
Landmarks. So you can go there and then head
Okay. So he'll fly back over that way,
all right.
and so he'll land next to one of those trees and try to make the portal again to leave.
Okay.
Which I should be able to do, but it's really his first time exiting.
You can make the portal.
Okay.
Step through. As you step through and you step onto like a couple oak branches about 25 feet above ground, you stand there and you're looking down at the sidewalk and you can see this little girl and she goes She just looks at you for a second as her mom's like dragging her, and she goes, but, 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 until she gets out of, range, and just keep shaking her.
Okay. He's gonna fly off the tree, but he's really woozy, and it's gonna be like when an eagle catches something too heavy, and it's like trying to fly off. And he's gonna try and get back to the inn.
Yeah. Easy enough. Yeah. Easy enough. Make your way back to the Knight and Lad. It's kind of peaceful as you're coasting in. The oranges and purples of the sunset are kind of backlighting you as you fly across, like you're flying by the river from the ethereal plane, and you look down and you swear you see like something undead swimming, and then it's just a white cap come down, land on your window,
shake his head.
And back up probably around the same time that you guys get back with a new body. Vidiri, well, you are not meeting him yet. He is sitting outside the window, and what does he see for Taruk?
Right, so you would see he's almost 7 foot tall, in full plate armor. But his visor's up. You can tell his skin is sky blue, bright yellow eyes. And his eyes are sort of darting around everywhere. Looks pretty vigilant. And this guy just fell out of nowhere in front of me.
It steps through the window.
Oh, Taruk, you're here.
Hi.
Dearly, this is our friend Taruk, the other member we were waiting on.
So not the enemy then.
Not
Definitely
today,
not.
no.
What? When have I ever been?
Maybe tomorrow.
Sorry.
But no, in seriousness, Vidaria's joining our little crusade. We'll call it.
Okay. Your name's Vidiri. Taruk. Nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Taruk,
Good to know you're not the enemy.
Why don't you go ahead and give Vidiri, your
So, the being that steps through the window is let me see, how tall am I? I'm really short. Description.
Short.
5'2", looks like a peregrine falcon, but has a cloak around it, a longbow on its back, wings, arms, just like a peregrine falcon with arms, basically.
Cool.
And he's got a little sword on his hip. He's an Aarakocra ranger, and has like a little British accent.
Nice to meet you, new little friend.
Oh, thanks. Big fella.
So, I hope whatever you were doing, you were successful in, Taruk. I was glad to have you back.
Thanks. I needed to figure something out.
I get it. A lot of us have seemed to be doing that lately.
Did you?
So,
Did you figure it out?
I ended up having more questions, actually.
It's the way it goes sometimes.
But I learned a great deal. I went a place I never thought I'd been, or never thought I'd go. Actually, I can either tell you about it now or tell you about it later. What? No, gosh, no.
oh, okay, sorry. I was curious. So where did you go?
So I went to the ethereal plane.
Right. I think that's where we're gonna go again.
I think we're going to try. It's a lot of nothing actually. Lost souls. Just imagine the town bleak with no light and no buildings.
Right.
And
You missed that part.
lost souls. And I looked around the whole city actually. I flew everywhere and I saw Reaper actually take a soul, oddly enough.
That's
And
terrifying.
I think she died of
actually,
natural causes.
at one point, I actually have in my notes as the Reaper got closer, the taste and smell of black licorice got stronger.
Mm-hmm. So,
So, go on.
yeah. One note, big observation was, we were theorizing that there was a temple, palace, castle, wherever he may have taken our friend. It
Correct.
isn't. It is not here. It's more north of the city than here. There was a light being emitted beyond that I couldn't
Okay.
go to.
Well, while you were gone, or last night a little bit, I want to clarify that I have left my ring in the bag of holding this entire time.
Okay. Yeah. I think we left off the session with your ring still in the bag.
Still in the bag.
Yep.
Still in the bag. So I've arranged travel to. I'm assuming it's the ethereal plane, but to whatever plane Kaladin is on. I've arranged a door to be opened.
Do I
Hitch
want
is-
to know what you had to do that?
Get the
Oh,
code.
we have to kill my father.
Oh, that's nothing. What?
Yeah,
Um,
no.
you see, Fred,
He's the
it
genie
turns
that
out-
I get my abilities from. So, if I fail, I have to spend eternity trapped inside that ring while he gets to be free. But
Is this
you know,
where the saying "meet your maker" comes from?
I get it.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to these colloquialism things you guys are always talking about.
sure. But everyone has. I'm glad to hear you're on board. Everyone else has pledged their support in that endeavor. I do ask if I have my ring out. Please don't fucking talk about it, or I will stab you.
Lost the game, as the kids would say. Okay.
Exactly. What do you all say? Shall we wait till morning, or shall we just do this thing, Carver? Trash?
We'll go for some stabbing.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
is there even a morning in the ethereal plane? Who knows?
I can tell you, no one's eating there. So if we're gonna be there a long
Pack
time,
food.
you're gonna want packed food. I know I need a cup. I need a cuppa before we go anywhere. I got this flavor in my mouth. I need to get out.
Well, let's stock up on rations, and then we'll meet down in the alley, and we'll open that door.
I can tell you, I was only there for 8 hours, and I used a full day's worth of rations. I think hunger for us is accelerated. FYI.
Still
You guys would see a look of real worry pass over Vidiri's face, and he'll march off to a food merchant, the closest one nearby.
yeah, no, fair. I think needless to say, we're gonna stock up on rations. I will spend as much gold as I need to.
Sure. How much gold do you want to spend? How long? How many rations can you hold? In the bag of holding's gone.
No, it's not. He left it behind. I took it.
I can't hear you, Tim.
I said I have
Oh,
it. Kaladin left it
It's
behind.
me. It must
Hello?
be me. It must
Okay,
be my
it must be
fucking
you.
headset
Can hear him, I
doing
think.
the shit. Sorry, stream. There it goes. Disconnected. Pairing. Connected. Hold on one second. And there we are. Pardon that bit. That is Tozo. I actually really like the headphones. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna blame it on.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're
Can you hear
back.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I have the bag of holding. Kaladin dropped it. That's where I've been keeping my ring.
Does it?
I-
Yeah. As long as he's alive, it is. It's up, right?
Oh, because Calvin made it. That's right.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yeah, that's when he
No.
No, he didn't. He found it. We found it in that creepy place.
Actually, Tim,
Kaladin didn't make that. We looted that.
I think your wife made it.
No.
At the very beginning when she was playing the Artificer.
No, but we found a bag in, because that would have been gone a long time ago. We found a
No,
bag in
She's still
shit,
alive.
one of those places where all the undead.
As far as you know.
Well,
Yeah.
all,
But
Oh,
it-
the
my
island.
Point, my point is, we found it.
The island.
I mean,
When you were with Catechus.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a real bag of holding. It's not an artificer or a creation thing.
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
all bags of holding, or all bags are bags of holding when you're strong enough.
Fair enough.
That's true.
Anyway, so I will gladly buy. How many of us is there? 5.
Yep.
Yes.
Each weighs 2 pounds for a day's worth of food. I can only buy 10 at a time. Let's go 20. How much would I? And they're 0.5 gold pieces, so
Yeah,
50
so-
gold pieces. Or 5
go.
silver pieces.
20 would be 10 gold pieces.
I will buy 20.
So that will provide a day's of feed for 5 people for 5 days. Or 4 days.
With normal rules or with ethereal plane
No,
rules?
ethereal plane rules.
I'll,
No, I'm saying that you each need a day of rations. Or you each need a day
No,
of
I
rations
hear what you're
per
saying.
day. You know what I'm saying? So if there's 5
No, I
of
hear what
you,
you're saying.
you buy 20 rations. That's 4 days of being there. From
Alright,
what
let's
you
double
know.
that up then. Let's double that up to 20. Can I buy 80 rations? Can I hold that much in the bag of holding?
Yeah, and probably fill it up. That's like a fucking pallet of MREs.
I know. I'm just,
I'll buy some too. You would have seen.
I
Gary runs
can't
off-
guarantee. So I bargained for a one-way trip.
Well, I mean,
But there's more than one of us.
No, a one-way trip for all of us.
I can get out by myself, but
Inspiration.
Great.
Thank you.
I will buy 40 rations.
Okay.
And
So-
if we can't get it done in that time, I don't know.
That would be 20 gold.
Here, hold on. 10,
And
20,
that-
30,
that's-
40, 50.
That's like good rations. Like,
No, I'm like shit rations. I don't care as long as it feeds us.
all right, if you want shit rations, 10 gold.
Tell 'em not
I'm-
to skimp
I'm
on the
thinking-
pate.
I'm gonna back up a bit. I'm thinking 10 for each of us for now.
Okay. So that would
So that's
be
10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
50. So that would be 25 for good or 15 for like crackers and.
No, I'll go 25 for good. I'll do 25 for good. That's fine.
wait,
Okay.
are those the ones with the chili and the noodles in it, or is that the tortellini ones?
So if everybody wants to
Look at
put
the
10 rations
tortellini
on their
ones.
inventory,
Beef
then
tortellini is the best MRE out there. All right.
Yeah. Turkey, potatoes, and gravy. You don't beat it. It was.
I hear the chili
bad.
mac one's the best.
Oh, actually.
For now,
that one is
like I
good.
said, everybody's got 10 rations in their inventory. I'm handing them out. I'll buy them, or the party fund will buy them. But
I already had 10. If you wanted to
cool,
be
now you got more. So
I can carry
share.
extra too.
I can hold on to them for if you'd like. But
No,
Just
no,
put
no.
them in your inventory that you have
Would
access
Carver's
to.
days worth of rations count as 2 days?
No. No. Carver's hungry. She likes to eat, especially when she's not murdering people.
And especially because yours is probably like more raw meat.
I,
No,
pic-
when she is murdering people, she's hungry.
I picture like the hungry caterpillar.
All right.
Yeah, no, Carver's really happy to eat whatever we kill, so.
Okay. So let's meet down to let's go down to the alley. I don't feel like we should do this here. Also, he's gonna be really pissed. So
Yeah, that kind of goes without saying, right?
I mean, but I've
Hey,
never
we're
put him in
here
the
to
bag
kill you!
before.
That's never made anyone
Not yet. Not now. He doesn't know that now. I've been putting the ring in the bag of holding so he can't hear anything.
See Crash just slowly, like, lighten his grip on his axe.
I still need him right now. We need to save Kaladin, and we need to stop the Crimson Lotus, and whatever else is going on. All right, ring's coming out. Everyone, shush. Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to go into my ring to talk to Daddy.
Daddy!
It is 1,000 degrees. Hot as soon as you step in. And
Cool.
in a low, like, sub-octave, like, voice echoing, he says, Alistair, are you ready to bind yourself in this arrangement? Hot to you.
And are you ready to open a door as close to my friend as you can?
Yes. So, if you agree to this,
I agree
he starts like
to
doing
take your place
Yes.
upon the completion of saving the realm from this terrible threat.
He's gonna stop, make incantation. Your terrible threat.
Yes, this terrible threat.
Your terrible threat.
The threat that is terrible, that is threatening Faerun.
Your terrible threat.
Hey guys, do you think they're arguing semantics in there?
The threat of me?
Yeah,
I'm not-
the threat that directly affects one of my son. Hence, I am giving you the gift of immortality in this ring.
I would like to sit down for an hour and write this out if I can.
Yeah. You'll see him doing all kinds of crazy incantations, heating up the room,
Yeah.
smoking his big fat cigar.
I actually have to see how long I can stay in here. I think it's 8 hours. But
Are you ready to go
Saying,
to
or
your
we
thing?
kill your dad, I'm taking his cigar.
so as soon as we destroy, we end the threat of undead from the ethereal plane into Faerun.
That is not part of the deal. It was to
Yes, it is.
Save your friend and the immediate threat. The threat of undead on the ethereal plane is one that is endless. Alistair.
Okay, the specific group of people who are threatening Faerun with the undead. Not all undead.
Rubs his
But I don't want to find my friend and then
very
immediately get bound to my ring.
pointy beard, rolls his finger in it as he ponders this.
I just want to be clear. I'm sending my life away.
And he completes his incantation. Alistair, 2 shackles. Gold come on your wrist, appear on your wrist, burning like your skin. You feel the pain. as he closes your ring thing, and in front of all of you, this archway of flames just erupts and then fizzles down, and the center of the doorway is this black smoke that is just fizzling up, and there are these flames ripping around the outside of the archway.
First things first, everyone. I think we need to address the elephant in the room. Crass, that jacket looks really good on you.
Yeah,
I
all
think
of
I
you
think it's
see
just the right amount of tight.
all of you see these new bracelets on Cole. Gold, like
Much more fancier than the ones I used to wear.
very, very fucking fancy.
Cool. I bet I can't take these ones off either.
That's a bold, fresh new look you have. I like it.
Yes, it means eternal immortality, apparently, and eternal servitude. So, shall we go?
Wait,
Just for
servitude.
me. Just for me.
Kind of like. Still have your ring on?
I don't think we're supposed to talk about it.
But I'm pointing.
I don't. I'm gonna put it in the bag. Hold it.
Just in case one of us slips up.
It's fine. I got this now. And I pull up my scythe and I just go through the portal.
Cole's the first one through.
I'll just kind of shrug and walk through.
Crass, Carver, Taruk, Vadiris. Which one's going first?
I pull out my shield and hammer, and I'll stride in right after him.
All right.
I'll go in last, questioning the flames. This is not how I went in.
as you step through, this giant undead esque monster just walks across you guys as you. Taruk, you hear that pterodactyl screech as two of these riders come down and attack this giant monster. One reaches up. Cole, you were the first one through. You see this bat-like winged creature with a wraith type rider just get tossed in front of you. Hits the tree, makes contact. All right, so note that. Falls down, reaches up a sword, doesn't pay any attention to you, runs up and tries to stab this guy. As he grabs the other one, slams it down right in front of your group like Scooby-Doo, stop, you back up a second. Another one stops down, he rips both of their bodies apart, shoves them in his mouth, and just continues on. And we're gonna go take a break at that point.
Right. Did it look like that, Taruk?
I recommend we get out of here.
I would probably just say like a wild smile comes to Crass, and he's like, "All right."
Yeah. I would imagine someone in the group has an arm across Crass's chest as this is happening, and you're, just taking this scene in for a second before the big giant quadrupedal giant just heads off. He don't care about you. So I'm gonna take a break. Yeah, are we good there?
future.
Into the past. All right. So you guys step through one by one, and you hear these two screeches as these giant bat flying creatures swing down with riders and attack this large creature. Just this cinematic moment where both of the winged creatures die, and this giant quadrupedal creature just lets out this guttural yell and continues on as your vision starts to settle. To the right is this glowing blue crystal. And it's fucking huge. Like, this giant that was walking by you blocked most of the visage as you entered. Now it's floating up, and you can see this massive city just tiered up, and you are at the base on the lowest ground floor that you can get.
As soon as I step to the portal, I would have, shield out, hammered out. I'd like to pop off a use of divine sense, trying to detect any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet. That's not behind total cover.
Do they get a save, or is this?
It just says, as an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of your next turn. You can, or you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell.
Yeah. I guess some travelers, like you're off the path. It's like you walk up and you release this energy from Sans, right? Who is? Well.
No, yep.
It's the energy is there. There's undead, but it's not like combative. They're at peace, and
Gotcha.
and they're just moving on.
Undead, but
with,
not evil.
With their job.
There's
I wouldn't
more of
say
them.
not evil. Yeah, not evil. Not evil.
There's
My
more of them.
ethereal
They don't appear to
plane
be the
is
enemy.
not evil. Actually, all ethereal planes are not evil. So
There's more of them, but they don't appear to be the enemy.
They are everywhere, but I was just saying that they are everywhere, actually, in the spirits. The things that people were once, not. Anyway, so this is. We're not in Everwinter anymore.
I need a perception check from everybody as you come to your 3-point stance and taking the rest.
Well, I'm super good at these. I rolled a 9 for a 9.
15. Not great.
17.
Get an 8.
Carver?
It's going. It's just really slow.
It's that Canadian.
It's like rolling in slow motion. It's weird.
5.
Ooh.
5. Verdon, as you release this undead, sense undead, and you're like, oh, yeah, most of these are good. You take a big, deep breath in, and the black licorice just runs through, and from the corner of their eye, you can see what appears to be a Grim Reaper just run through and drop one of the bodies that were walking down, fade away, and then the rest of the group looks.
You guys taste that?
Who's rolled a death save here?
No, Crass hasn't yet.
Yeah, I guess not.
But yes,
both of you.
if I may explain.
Yeah, and
But-
it's more pungent once the Reaper takes the life on the road, and there's like a circle energy that comes off of it, where probably you two both instinctually hold your breath, and Vidiri just, and it's like just like you're got like bubble, you know, like the bubble chew wrapper, like the baseball canisters, but it's black licorice.
It tastes like butt. What is that?
I want to look down to my scythe and just kind of go, "Want to go us?" Like mentally, and then
So that's part of being here. Ethereal, surrounded by death. The taste, the smell. That's what it smells like.
Is it gonna come for us?
No,
I don't think
unless
so.
you're dying. Unless you're dying. But
Okay,
the
well,
Reapers
here.
are here.
Everyone, it worked. We're here.
We're
Yay
here.
me.
Confirm.
I'll give him a quick
Paladins-
polite clap if he expects it.
Paladins. I'm not sure if Kaladin's here or not, but I bet that fat weird fuck is up there.
Yeah, and as Cole points, he points to this massive palace. This sits like almost on the top by this radiant crystal that's glowing. In the familiar blues and grays that you guys are accustomed to.
So is there a door?
It's more like a gate to a city.
Okay. Well,
And you can
shall we go
fall
in?
you can fall in line with the rest. Fun fact for the rest of you, as you look at each other, it's got that little bit of ghostly trowel to you.
The echo of
Yep.
your being.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
You all look kind of spooky.
And I need a constitution save from all of you.
Oh, I'm
Um,
very good at those.
If you guys are within 10 feet of me, add 5 to that roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
say
good.
all of you are within this range at this.
That's a
27.
17.
27.
my god.
I got a 10.
A
The plus
31. A 31.
Carver,
Thought I was good.
it's still rolling.
4,
A 4. All right,
Add 5. Add 5 to that.
9.
9. Yeah. Taruk, as soon as you get to the trail, you are into that bag of stacks and pulling out birdseed and just munching like a fucking true Massachusetts stoner. Carver,
Yeah.
Carver, you're the same way, but how you munch on anything is your, like, do you have snacks? Do you pull out like a raw steak or something, or
Like dried meat rations.
dried meat rations? Okay.
Yeah.
The two fastest metabolisms get hungry first.
Yeah. Start burning, and you're eating, and you're snacking. Walking up to this massive gate with guards, but they're not checking anyone. They're just weirdly standing in their point of guard and looking off into their range, but not questioning anybody. It is a trek up. Like your quads start to really burn after like 30 minutes. You're like, Whew. Vidiri, you might lose 5 pounds on this trek because you're sweating underneath that paladin armor like something fierce. All right,
It's all right. I could stand to lose it.
just trekking up and up until you get to this first landing that wraps. It's almost like you're walking up to a floating rock, right? Like that's kind of the tapered point of how the city works. Okay, so you're walking up and you hit the first series of streets that start to sprawl out and wrap around, and the whole thing wraps around this blue crystal that is floating like at a off kilter point and emanating this brilliant blue glow constantly. And actually, while you are within this range, all of your forms go to what you are, what your descriptions are, except when you move, there's a little bit of that grayish black trail, but it's full color once you're within the city walls. All kinds of folk walking.
Do I see anything resembling the Crimson Lotus or anything resembling Potter's like markings that would indicate that those similar groups are connected here in this location?
Investigation or perception, your choice.
Oh, I am exactly the same on both of those. I rolled a 3 on my investigation.
It's probably too much of a new experience to really pinpoint anything. Coming, even though it was probably only like 45 minutes an hour, that grayish transition into this brilliance kind of has you discombobulated a little bit. And you're more looking at the bright lights and, the ever creepy undead that may just walk by you, or the halfling girl, but you know that this is a weird form, Gnome walks by.
If the enemy has imprisoned your friend, should we begin looking for the prison? Or do you think it's up there?
I'm going to be honest. I think we have 50-50 chance that Kaladin's being held down in a prison somewhere or up there. And I want to grip my sights, but I feel like we have more of an 80-90% chance that Potter's up there.
I'm gonna flip a coin.
Who's Potter?
Potter's the enemy.
The enemy.
I'm actually going to flip a coin.
Potter's the enemy. Heard.
Potter is the enemy.
Start walking upstairs.
Oh yeah, I follow Grass. I'm down.
I love the decisiveness. Let's go.
You literally
Totally
just saw me
are.
flip a coin and went,
Leads up to these probably like 300 steps up, where the crest kind of splits off and leads even further up and wraps around the lower point of this orb.
before we get like too far up into the stairwell, I'm gonna kind of like stop for a second, look at Carver, and or sneaky, right?
Oh, and then I'll hide.
Did you?
Where did she go?
God,
give my dice a second.
Truth to walk up to Crass and be like, "You have a way with words, my friend."
Oh, nat 20 for 32. I'm
Yeah.
so
God.
You're here somewhere.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Yeah, it's
Don't
like
like this. Could you scout? See what's ahead?
Yeah, okay. I'll go.
leads up to another series of stairs that branch off into buildings, like communes, like pods. And this lower level is all of like apartment complexes. For the lower level, soulless individual. Wisdom save from all of you guys.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Add
19.
5. Add 5 if you're near
19.
me.
Yep. Hold on. Math.
Dirty 20.
Soft 20, yeah.
24.
All right.
18.
18. Carver? Still wait. do.
17.
17. You all succeed. I mean, so you don't, scouting up above, you don't gather, much foe. It is more of, like, inner city slums or outer city slums, you know, a kind of vibe. There's a lot of hustling in the streets, for shit that, you know, you can find back on the material plane.
So people are talking to each other and interacting.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's just different phases. Like as you look around and you see the people, it's like the last picture of life. Like they're not evolving or anything. Like they're
Can I
expressions.
try to get someone's attention?
Hey, we got a new guy, and a little gnome runs up, like waddles up, big belly, little tiny legs, very pointy ears. Yeah, how's it going, sir? Welcome to our lands. Yeah.
Right. Does your land have a name?
Ooh, you are on the outs of the Radiant Citadel. Yes? Yeah. It lies
That
somewhere up there, but none of us. I mean, we don't go up there. We are just looking to make it right. You know what I mean?
No, not at all. Make what right?
Well, I mean, well, you've never done anything wrong that you wanted to correct in your life, huh?
Nothing that I've wanted to correct.
And then you don't have to worry about it. Ah, yeah. So you should come down and drink at the ale house. You know.
I'm still very worried about it.
Well, you're very worried about what?
Are you trying to make a whole city right? How can a city be wrong?
Ooh, a city can be wrong in many ways. Leadership is key. Ugh.
Where is the leadership, and who is the leadership?
Ooh,
And
man. You don't ask.
I don't know if this is a
You
don't know if this is a touchy subject. Are you all? You're all dead?
Are you dead?
Yes.
I don't think
We all are dead.
I don't think so.
I don't know if
No,
we're
you
supposed
are.
to be telling them that.
Oh,
You're dead.
yep, I'm dead. Wait,
We're all dead.
does
Yeah.
that mean
Mm-mm.
Fantastic.
Did you smell all the licorice on me?
Don't want to smell the licorice.
what kinda-
If you smell the licorice, you run. Run as fast as you can. They're the only ones that can take you from this plane.
Right.
Be
And where did they take
careful.
you?
Well, I don't know. I've run every time I've gotten close. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know Taruk, what did you call him? A Gith? Githyanki?
Githyanki, yeah. The
Named all right. Named I'm not sure if I'm supposed to hiss back or if that's an involuntary act. Oh, all right. Named Potter.
Are you one of his? Ooh, and he looks at each of you in your eyes. Ooh,
Not at all.
you guys must be sneaky types. You sent here from his citadel, hanging up there at the top of the crystal, like he's better than everybody. He's just the same.
I would never work for the enemy?
Hold on. So he rules from that tower?
There's a group of them. He is on that list. Yeah, good luck.
Great.
Trying to get up there, though.
How does one get up there?
One does not try. If they're smart. I think this place is a gift for people that made poor choices. So I do choose to not fuck up said gift. It would be
you,
quite
little
interesting
undead
getting
gnome.
up there, though. The view has to be impeccable.
Well, I'll let you know, and I'll just kind of keep going.
Wait,
Are you gonna
How
go
do you-
up, right, or left?
There's two ways to go.
Yep, from here.
But they both still lead to the tower.
I'll-
It's like this weird spiral.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Right is always right.
I don't know. I'll wait. I'll reach my hand out to Crass. Pull out that magic coin thing you used. Referencing when you flipped the coin.
I can't hear.
I
Chris.
can't hear. I can't hear him.
Sorry, I was muted. I pull out a silver and I'll flick it up. And we go.
Right.
I'm sorry, but we should respect the coin. It was right the first time.
You have to stop me. I'm already heading that way.
well, I suppose up is up.
You guys.
I have a question.
What?
The
I can't hear you from here.
The fairy lady said that when I died, she was gonna cut me up, but I don't appear to be cut up. So
Ideally, you're not actually dead.
Patience. All in good time.
I didn't think she was still here. I thought she left.
It was a clever lie to save our lives.
Ah, you.
I do that a lot.
Like way ahead of us, there's like a whole bunch of buildings.
Mm.
Condos,
You,
people living.
Living.
Speaking of living, as you're having this conversation, chest to chest, Vidiri, you bump with another individual. You turn around, jaw crooked off to the side, hisses at you. Looks at you. Walks
Gross.
Cool. Cool.
off.
All right, you say we go left, class? Never get used to that.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Cole
My
comes
life
back.
is in your hands, sir.
What's the marching order? I should
Um,
write this.
I brought us here. I'm not perceptive at all, but I will gladly stand in front.
If he takes the front, I'll take up the rear.
Okay.
I'll go behind Cole.
All right.
I will sit on top of the biggest person.
It's probably not me, actually.
The
Probably
newest
not.
is the biggest.
Yeah.
I'm airborne.
All right.
He
So
will sit on his helmet because why not?
we have Cole, Crass, Vidaris, with Carver on Vidaris' helmet and Daruk taking up your third person.
I'll hand her a piece of beef jerky up there.
Yeah, I like a piranha. All right, out of your hands, in your mouth.
You have quite the appetite for one so small.
I'd like to send as we're going. I'd like to cast sending. Let me just double check the spell. Oh, I don't want to do that. No, never mind.
No.
Never mind.
Okay.
No. I'm a fucking warlock. I'm not wasting my spell slot.
Question for the DM:
Yeah.
when we rolled that wisdom save, did we feel anything? Like, was someone trying to take us over? I missed what that was.
It was more of a radiant vibe.
Okay.
From the crystal. There is an aura that attracts you to this. Even if you fail it, you're kind of like, oh, okay.
Still feel
Let's
the
walk
tug.
up these stairs. This is beautiful.
Gotcha.
But it's not taking over your, it's not manipulating you in any way.
Okay.
The rest of you, all of you, walk up the left stairs, and you hit this platform that sprawls out, kind of like a cityscape. Like just blossoming out. You all see trees and buildings and chatter, people hanging out outside it's like a cul-de-sac, but there's no center. It's just like buildings on the outside, and everybody's mingling like a fair almost. Much like a fair.
Now, does anyone know what this Potter character looks like?
Honestly, he looks different than what I remember him looking like normally, so I couldn't tell you. Salute.
Well, the problem is he shapeshifted, so he looked like a regular person, and then he looked like a Githyanki. So, I mean, I can tell you what it looked like when he was a person.
The enemy can take on many forms. This will be tricky.
True.
Mhm.
We soldier on then, as we do.
Mhm.
Continuing up, or perusing this cul-de-sac.
I will look to my friends. I'm unsure.
Cole, you hear a plucking of a tune. This sounds too familiar. One like Kaladin played.
I will say nothing and head in that direction. I will break off, and I'm in the front, so people will see me.
You guys see Cole like drift off, and Cole, as you like run off listening to this song, you get close, you like see Kaladin run up, pushing through a couple of these lost souls. They every time you bump into one, they let off this.
Well, take anyone who hisses at me. I'll just kind of like pull out my scythe at them, but like not look at them, and just like move them with it.
And you get up and you see Cowden playing this tune, and when you get within 20 feet, it's not him. But you swear it's his song. You were there in the room when he wrote this back in Daggerford. You know it. You know it. You look around as you like lead the group kind of in this way, and it's like looking around.
Who is playing it?
It appears to be an elf with chopped ears, very pale skin, sitting on like this bench, and when he gets to the point where you recognize this and you start to decide if your mind's playing tricks on you or if someone's fucking with you, almost looks like Vero.
We'll stop, and as soon as the rest of the group is with me, I go, I'm sorry, it's nothing. We should head back.
Just as you say that, you make eye contact with the performer, and you get this unsettling feeling, like you make eye contact, and it feels like you're making eye contact with Verwin. You like do that quick turn to Crass and turn away, and it's kind of mindfucky, or very, very mindfucky.
No, I thought I saw someone, but I didn't. We should continue on, I think.
Lead the way.
I'll keep glancing back, though. Like, I'll keep looking.
Who did you think you saw?
The song, it's familiar to me. I thought it was my friend.
The song continues, but every time you look back, the person playing it is making eye contact with you.
Do any of us notice this?
Roll a perception.
Like if I'm looking at where he's looking. It's a 15.
You might catch it once, but then something weird and unusual to a character of the material plane walks by you and catches your thing. It's hard to peg. Hard to,
Gotcha.
really, really focus on his movements.
I say we continue on. We don't need any more distractions today.
Yeah, Cole's very deceptive, so I'm gonna play into that.
Okay.
I'm doing my best to kind of guide everyone out.
Okay.
Away from this.
From this, there is a stairway that wraps up more like you're like a third of the way up the crystal. You can choose left or right.
I'd like to do one thing before we get too far away. As I'm like pushing everyone out, I want to look back and I want to cast message.
Okay.
On who I am thoroughly convinced is Verwin.
Okay.
And I just want to cast I'm sorry. And I just keep pushing everyone out.
You hear sorry for what? And then the music clangs for a second as he replies to the message, and then he starts back up with the the tune.
It's enough confirmation all I needed, so I just keep pushing everyone out.
All right, left or right?
Mighty magic coin.
Yes, let us consult the coin.
Go
May,
left again.
all right, left it is. I'm not familiar with the gods, but which one's the lucky one? Nobody? What a bunch of heathens.
I
Let's
should
go.
know this. I should definitely know
Saloon.
this.
No, that's the moon one. Oh yeah, Saloon, right? No, that's the moon one.
No,
The moon
no,
one.
he's like a gambling guy. Oh
I-
shoot, what's his name? What's his name?
I should know this was Chance's god, Tim.
Well, originally we homebrewed that one.
Oh, that's
This
right.
is my god.
My God, this
Hold on.
dice roll is so slow.
That
I
Canada
gotta-
internet.
Anyways, it's
I
Timora.
got
I
a
remembered
14
it.
to remember the name.
You need some
Time
real
order.
dice.
14? What name were you trying to remember?
I was trying.
The name of the god of luck.
It's Timora.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you would know.
That's the one I was trying to remember. Tim was trying to remember.
Oh, his name's Timora. That one.
I think I'm pretty sure that's a she.
Whatever. A god is a god is a god. They're all the same.
Fair enough. Oh,
She flies up after she says that, and she's invisible to your
to be
view.
fair, there's like gods that are snakes and stuff, so that's fair.
Remarkable.
So going left leads you up to this like amphitheater, like a series of small amphitheaters. Yeah, no one's here. No one's playing. Actually, yeah. There's one older lady that is out in the stands, like putting something down that you see as you walk by. You guys continue on.
What's she doing?
She's putting things on like each individual seat, like pamphlets or something.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
It seems like it's thing. I'm gonna go up and just maybe not talk to the lady, but see what pamphlet she's putting on.
Looks like you like go up to the end for this from her. Start flipping through, like a training module, and
Great.
like this one is. Hold on, I can tell you.
Like
Before,
you just died coming on.
This class, this training book is on self-preservation, basics, starting of fires, how to build a hut, and very, very basic Boy Scout-esque.
I will gingerly put it back down and try to back away, kind of unnoticed.
What was it, Cole?
This place is confusing and weird, and I think we should continue on.
Is that what it said?
Yes.
Oh,
It says something about embalming fluid.
I didn't read that part, but I trust. Yeah.
embalming fluid, like alchemist fire.
Like it's to do with self-preservation.
Yeah. Oh, right. Preservation. And they're dead, so that would make sense. It's all very confusing. Here, take a
Do
read.
it with magic. It's neat. I'm keeping this.
All right, let's just get up. We're all gonna die anyways, so let's just go.
Is this like a? Are they doing
Uh,
like a seminar on preservation? This is in an amphitheater, right? And she's putting these on seats in an amphitheater.
you know, it could be a classroom. I want to say that everything here is kind of open. Like there may be a roof that has pillar supports, but it's a balmy 74 degrees, room controlled. It's comfortable. There's the weather, well, dark. It's not raining or cold enough for anything else. You know, it's very controlled, or it feels
Uh,
like.
And
As
for
we wa-
anyone like me who didn't know what 74 degrees was in Celsius, it's 23.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Lex. I actually have a conversion for you folk somewhere in this binder over here.
It's a balmy 74 degrees, and I'm like, that sounds like hell!
Perfect.
well,
Now
as we
yeah, sorry.
no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As you investigate, do a little bit of investigation, you turn around. There are now 2 stairways left and right that lead from here.
I just look at
All
grass.
seem to go the same place.
Oh boy. All right. Fuck it.
Stop this.
Wait, are they all going just kind of up to the same thing, or are they going up and out, or?
It appears to be like escalators. Like they lead up to the next level, and then it's like you choose your path. You can see as you walk your chosen stairway that there are things that you're not hitting per se.
Coin says left again. Or left is.
Jesus.
So
All right, left it is.
So you
Steered us
start
right so far.
going up the left stairs. It curves around, and there is a gate with 2 full-plated soldiers with very or like not ornamental, because that means fragile, very serious and decorative spears that they have like at their thing, and they're standing in your path, and the gate behind them is beautiful but completely locked. And I mean, to the chaotic ones, you kind of want to get past this. I'm gonna play into that ADD.
I try to
And
push the door open.
you can't get past. They'll stop you, and they'll stop you and not forcefully hit you, but when they put their hand on your chest, it, instead of it being like you get pushed back from them, it's like a propulsion. You immediately take 2 steps back.
What's the lighting situation here?
All of this is dim light.
Okay.
Unless you have another light up. Everything here,
No.
even with the cool, colorful lights, it's still rave-esque dim lighting.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I'm gonna
this
find a corner to tuck into before we get too close to those gates as Crass heads towards it, and step into the shadows and go invisible with my feature.
All right, not
I
necessarily
can turn
a
invisible
corner.
if I'm in dim light or shadows.
All right, yeah, you can find that.
is it like a perimeter wall sort of gate, or is it like
Yes.
like an actual wall gate?
It looks like this whole section wraps around and has some kind of intricate security system.
But is it a wall, like an actual like gated wall, or is it the wall of an actual tall structure?
It is made. It's not like a stone wall or anything. It is
Okay.
iron that wraps up probably 14, 16 feet in the air, and it is fancy as fuck. Like,
What do I see behind the gate?
You material boys and girl have never seen anything this fancy before.
What do I see behind the gate?
A couple buildings, maybe maybe a passing humanoid, but way off, like 100 plus feet.
So
Otherwise,
I'm gonna
it's
try something very stupid. I'm going to disguise self while I'm invisible. I don't know what the Githyanki version of Potter looks like, so I'm going to disguise self as the human version of Potter.
Okay.
Because that's all I know. And I am going to dimension door 500 feet past the gate. Not 500 feet, but enough outside past the gate.
All right. So you see the courtyard, right? And you can see one guy walking by, and past that courtyard, there is another level that has a balcony, like a curved, earthy type balcony with a fence, and all of you lose sight of Cole for a second, and then you're like, Cole's gone. You don't see Cole at all.
I want to approach the gate from the inside.
That's like 3 turns walking back.
That's what I will start approaching the great gate, walking towards the gate as Potter.
All right.
You guys do whatever you want, but I am approaching the gate from the other side of the gate as Potter.
Okay, so what we've seen though, right, is Crass walks up. This guy puts his hand on my man's chest
Yeah.
and like propulses him backwards.
Yeah. It's not
It's like
necessarily aggressive. Like they're not being aggressive. They're setting boundaries. Right?
I am going to look at them and let us
This
pass.
is not the place, not the sign. Show me your credentials, and I will let you through. But without credentials, don't step on me like that. All right?
I'm going to pull out
Take a
Wrath,
good hard look
my
at them.
axe.
They are beefy motherfuckers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I sneak 2 of those necklaces on them?
Let's see here. Crass, roll me intimidation check.
Okay.
Can I assist him? Can I help?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm also good with
No.
intimidation.
Let's
I'm just
have
gonna pull myself up to my full height.
Let's
behind
pull the
him.
BV boys in here. All right, you're fucking standing your ground.
22.
What?
22.
All right, yeah, you can. Roll me 2 acrobatics checks,
Ooh.
Carver. Which I feel is like a sin because she's a fucking rogue. And
She will pass it.
All nimbly bimbly.
While there's a pause, when these two get the 2 guards' attention, I'm just gonna go perch on top of the fence.
That's probably smart.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Alex?
Is he within 10 feet of me?
Not now. The
No.
defense is over 10.
11.
11. You take 8, 11, 15, 19 points of lightning damage. as
Oh, no.
this skeletal bird kind of thing
Like
as you sit
literal.
on this fence, and you
You
are
let me know when I get to the game.
yeah, I did call. You see, your one of your party members sit on the fence and get electrocuted for a lot of damage. Cole's feet start running faster. Carver,
Into
what was,
legitimate.
hold on, Carver, what was your 2 checks?
24 and 18.
Yeah, okay. You gonna put the skeleton necklaces on them?
I'm gonna put the red gem necklaces that we got from that very first encounter with like the ethereal guys when we like first got the BBC.
Okay. I need notebooks.
I have 3 of them. Unidentified gemstone necklace from undead.
Okay.
But I know what they do now.
Are both of them are Vidiri trigger? They are undead, and they're not just undead as you clasp, and connect the necklace. They're both like double jointed. They grow up past their image, like their visual, and they are undead Githyanki.
Ooh, and
Say that again?
I'm wearing the other one. I'm wearing the big bad boy.
Yeah, so you can have insight on them, I believe is how it worked, right?
I have control over them,
Yeah.
I believe is how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'd be like, okay, let us through, please.
And at that time, Cole starts walking down. I don't know who would see this because Crass is not the one. Taruk is getting fucking shocked. And Vidiri, it doesn't know what the fuck Potter looks like.
I think as soon as I see the gates opening, I'd go back to Cole
well,
anyways.
so you know what? It's 11:12. Let's close tonight's session on this scene because I like this. Carver just wraps 2 amulets on these guys. Cole walking down in the Potter, visage, and Crass, Vidiri, you are kind of taken back by the law, the instincts of these guys, and I'm sorry, Taruk, but you're like, yay!
It's fair. It's fair.
I
I didn't know. I thought it was
let's end it there. I think that's a good point. If we get past this, we're gonna go another hour, and I don't want to do that tonight. So we will see you in 2 weeks.
And how will they know when we go live?
I don't know. You tell me, Mike.
You need to follow, like, and subscribe, and or whichever you follow. Use the notification bells so you see when we go
Ding,
live.
ding, 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 boom, boom. I need to get a gong for when you say notification bells. Dum, dum.
Yes,
I'm gonna go on Amazon and buy the biggest Zildjian gong tomorrow.
Yes, we'll do it.
All right, we'll see you. We love you. Be safe. Cool.